I am Natasha. Oh, thank you. I have so many fans, thank you. Okay, if you all didn't know, I am Vishal's sister, Natasha, and I hope you guys are having a splendid evening. I've had so much fun this weekend, and I'm gonna make this really short and sweet because we have a lot of family dances coming up. 20 years ago, Vishal and I actually had our first gig at a speech that we did at Didi's wedding. I think it was my first time, and I remember being so nervous. But Vishal was a natural. He was just born to be a storyteller, and that's been our dynamic ever since we were born. He was the main character, and I was the best supporting actress. So I love that this has come full circle, where I'm standing here alone giving this speech. It just feels really special. Well, honestly, all weekend I've just heard that Vishal is this charming, suave Shah Rukh Khan. Like, really, guys? Like, I've heard it all weekend and I've really resisted to roll my eyes because today this mic feels powerful for once Vishal doesn't have it, and I feel so lucky to have it finally. I'm gonna debunk all these myths. Okay, firstly, there can only be one Shah Rukh in the world, and that is definitely not my brother. And secondly, he is far from charming or suave. I've lived with him for 27 years, and I can tell you the trauma that I've been through. And Kaj, good luck to you. Let me just give you a slice of my childhood, just to show you a picture of what I've experienced. At 7 years old, I remember Vishal telling me that I was adopted, and I was actually picked up from the dumpsters, and I should be really thankful of where I came from. I think at one point I actually internalized it, and I had a bit of an identity crisis, so thanks for that. He never fails to remind me that I'm adopted. It still happens until today, even though I'm my mom's carbon copy, so thanks for that. He even slips notes under my door, and it says, "You are adopted," till today. So I don't know what's going on. At 8 years old, guys, it gets even worse. I'm so sorry, I gotta spill all the secrets. At 8 years old, I remember we had 2 landlines at home, and he plotted this really well. He's laughing, he's covering his face, I love it. He basically, from the other phone, he called my house landline, and he knew that I was the only one who was gonna pick up. So I picked it up, and I hear this alien voice from outer space telling me that I only had 7 days left to live. Imagine 8-year-old me thinking I have numbered days left on this earth. It was absolutely horrible. If you ask Vishal, he'll say all of this was character building, just to make my sister stronger and face all the bullies in the world. But guess what? I got my mother's genes and I cry at everything. So all of that was for nothing. Jokes aside, Vishal's basically my best friend and honestly my mentor. I go to him for any minor inconvenience in my life, including if I ever need to write an angry email to HR, he has my back. And even when it's Google Maps, I suck at my left and right. Everybody in this room knows this. So he's always there to pick me up when I fall. Every single time, whenever people say, oh, I introduce myself at events like this, saying I'm Natasha, everyone's like, oh, cool. But the moment I pick up the I'm Natasha, Vishal's sister, the room just lights up, there's a different energy, and I get all the free service in the world. Suddenly, I find myself having so many bodyguards, it's amazing. And that's the kind of impact that Vishal has on people, and I really admire him for that. So thank you, Vishal, for being my best friend. And of course, to Kaj, how can I forget my lovely sister Kaj? Actually, funny story, Kaj and I met in primary school, but we never said a word to each other, so it's kind of funny that I can call her my sister today, and I'm so grateful for that. To anyone who doesn't know Kaj, she's like this force of nature, I can't even explain it. She's so stubborn and she won't take no for an answer. I remember that Vishal and I were saying, no, don't run that half marathon 10 days before the wedding, but she still did it. She's amazing. And if if you guys know her, she's Little Miss Whoops. She's like clumsy. I'm like really surprised she hasn't tripped all weekend, but I mean, hopefully knock on wood. Yeah, she's knocking on wood because she's gonna be at so many dances later. But that's why we were extra worried that she would fall, but she still did it. So thank you, Kaj, for showing us how to be a superwoman. You're so amazing. Thank you guys. I mean, we've had so much fun together the past few years. And I'm so ready to, go on so many adventures with the three of us as the three musketeers. I love you guys and thank you for setting the bar so damn high for what love is. Yeah. Love you.
Thank you, Natasha. I'll take that. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening! You know I had to do that. You guys have kept me away from the mic all weekend and I get to have 5 minutes of it and I hope that I get to thank everybody in the next 5 minutes. But before I start, how was the weekend, guys? Okay, I know I'm good on stage and all that stuff, but speeches are new to me, so it's my first time. Please pardon me if I make any errors. And here it goes. First thing, ladies and gentlemen, for that lovely video we just saw, can we give a big round of applause to Sandbox Studios? So I spoke to Mithil from Sandbox Studios a few months ago. Kajal and I spoke to him and he got our vibe right away. He knew exactly what we wanted and the lovely team have been working so hard. We've been complaining to them that we want to stop the photos, but I think the product was worth it. Next, to my parents, to the Shah and Doshi family, today whatever I am is the result of your grace, your goodwill, and your unwavering support to me for everything that I have been through and won and lost since I was born. You have stood behind me with every decision I've taken in life and encouraged me to take a leap of faith. Thank you to all of you will never be enough. All of you, my Shah family, my Doshi family, you know exactly who you are, you know exactly what you've done for me. And I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much. I vow today as a son, a nephew, a brother, and a grandson, that I will strive to become a good human as all of you have been to me, to the next generation, like my father-in-law said. To my new family, the Kripalanis, the Samtanis, the Shamdasanis, the Barwanis, the Khyanis, the Nanwanis. I've not gained a family, I've gained the universe. Thank you for accepting me as one of your own, and that too so quickly. I love all of you. Thank you so much. To my new parents, who I will transition out of calling uncle and auntie, thank you for letting me into your world. My friend said in the speech yesterday, Pradesh, that if there's a horse you can bet on, it's me. And today I assure you that you can. I'll always be a partner that Kajal can trust and navigate life with no matter what happens. To my new sister Simran and brother-in-law Sohan, we're grateful for you. Let me finish. I'm getting to the best part. But since we sing wow in that spirit, at every juncture this year during the wedding planning process, you have encouraged Kajal and I to do nothing but step away from as many duties as possible and to hand them over to the both of you. And ladies and gentlemen, the result of the food and beverage that everybody has been raving about, the drinks, the food, is all Simran and Sohan. Can we give them a big round of applause? To my friends, I know we expected DJ Millen to play on stage, but I made an error 7 years ago and I became best friends with him. And as a result of that, he is at this wedding, but not working as a DJ, but a groomsman, a brother in arms, and most importantly, my right hand with everything to do with light, sound, and entertainment. Thank you, Millen, for everything you have done for Kajal and I. To my dear friend Malav, who picked up the mic very graciously when I called him and said, hey, can you host the cocktail night? He said, mate, when an MC calls me and asks me to do that, when I haven't done that in a long time, it's a big ask, but for you, anything, Malav, thank you. Pritesh, thank you for roasting me in the microphone yesterday. There is no greater form of honor than being roasted. And thank you for giving me a new idea. I have yet to buy a yellow colored suit. So Don Nandwani, if you're in the house, we've got a new project. Avnish, my elder brother that I never had, my Anwar, my best man, thank you for being by my side every single day, making sure I'm awake, I'm hydrated, and that I have eaten, and that most importantly, everybody is happy in the family. Thank you so much, Avnish. And to the rest of you, my lions, my B-Cup, my palm friends, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for all the effort all of you have put in for Kajal and I. We love you so much. This is the end of my segment. I spoke first while I can. And from today, Kajal speaks first.